I realized that it was fun to take. It made me feel good. It gave me energy, motivation. It kind of made me feel like Superwoman.
To look at Annie Wilson, you'd never know she spent 6 years abusing prescription painkillers, drugs she got hooked on after a series of surgeries.
I lied to my doctor. I inflated the amount of pain that I was having, and pretty much that's how I got her to prescribe me more. I mean, I knew what I was doing was wrong, but I had kind of a safe feeling with it, I guess, because it was prescribed.
Annie says she didn't feel like she fit the stereotype of a junkie, so she didn't worry too much about the amount of medication she was taking. And addiction medicine specialists say that's often a problem.
Anyone who makes high-risk choices can be addicted. But if we're only talking about a certain type of person or an addictive personality, then we're not doing ourselves any favors. The words like junkie and addicted or alcoholic can really get in the way of someone getting what would be helpful for them.
Annie says she thought she had the addiction under control, that she was hiding it well, but her family and friends began to notice about the time she got pregnant.
Before I got pregnant with her, I had been using a whole lot, really badly, lying to my husband constantly. Just a few weeks before she was born, I was not using anymore. I was clean and everything was good. And then I had her and used pain medication when she was born, just for a few days. And that kind of got my addiction going again. And then one night, she was 5 or 5.5 months old. It was January 31st. That was the last day I used, and I was in really bad withdrawal. My husband and I had gotten in a terrible argument because of my usage and now withdrawal. And I decided to go for a drive. And on my drive, it hit me. It all hit me that I'm out of control. I can't do this on my own. I've tried to quit literally hundreds of times on my own. I mean, every time I would run out of medication, I'd say, okay, that's it, I'm done. But it was never it. And so I actually drove myself straight to the emergency room.
That's when she called her family and asked them to help her find a treatment center. She says it was the hardest thing she ever had to do.
Drugs and alcohol can really obscure what's true for us. It can color the way we view the world. Certainly the way we have fun, enjoy other people, find friends. And if that's been true for us, then we need to learn new ways for each of those things, new ways to experience those things in our life.
Now, Annie's been clean for 1.5 years, and she says much of that's because of her daughter, 19-month-old Harper.
It's a lot of hard work. It's not something that just magically happens when you go to treatment. It's work, and it's continuing work, and I don't think the work ever stops, but it's so worth it.
To call it a battle or a lifelong challenge, that can really set a person up to make it feel completely insurmountable, uncurable. We can say it's a chronic condition. It's part of the challenges of a person's daily life now, until they learn how to live without alcohol and drugs and prevent relapse and then live a satisfying life.
Learning self-respect and dignity and self-love, self-esteem, learning it all over again. Staying clean, and just making the next right decision. I was so empty before, and I was trying to fill that emptiness with drugs, and I couldn't. I never could get the fullness that I have now. Because I'm able to be a mom, I'm able to be a wife and a friend. I never thought that I would have the kind of happiness that I have now.